Today is the 1st of September and it's 7:48 in the morning. And today I'm going to be locking myself in my office up until I make $10,000 of profit. We just got off another meeting and bang. So come along for the journey. But first, before I lock myself in, I need to make a coffee because it's going to be a long day. So essentially the reason I wanted to do this is because I wanted to sort of break down some of the beliefs that a lot of people have about money. I think people make this entrepreneurial life look really glamorous and cool. And the reality is the vast majority of this is sitting at your desk in your office working. So I want to give you guys like the unfiltered, unsexy, actual day in the life and kind of give you guys a real-time update of what money I'm spending, what money I'm making, where that money is coming from, and kind of giving you guys a play-by-play of my day while I do it. Exactly what we need. All right, so now that we've acquired coffee, thank God, let's go up to my desk. Now, today, the day starts off with, I've got like 3 or 4 back-to-back meetings this morning, but I'll bring you guys into them for a snapshot. Excuse the mess. This is not a like edited, nicely done video here. So my office is a fucking mess. My life is a fucking mess. But I want to bring you guys for the real instead of like pretending my office is always sparkling clean and spotless and shit. To show you what it's actually like in here. This is my desk right now. No judgment. We've got just crap everywhere. So just so you guys have the full context, right now it is 7:54 in the morning. 7:54. My first meeting is at 8. I'm just gonna go through, check emails, clean out any bullshit that's outstanding. I've got an 8 a.m. with my Scale Smart sales team, so that's app coaching program. The sales team there we're gonna have a chat with. After that, I have a chat with a couple of the new sales guys in my digital marketing agency. So we've got 2 new sales guys that did a little bit of training, a little bit of coaching, and that's at 8:30. So I'll be leaving the first meeting early, and then I'll leave that meeting early, and at 9 a.m. I have a coaching call with actual students. So Scale Smart is a coaching program that I run, where I teach other people how to start their own agency, some affiliate stuff, some referral programs. We've got a few different things in that enterprise, but just coaching program. So 9 o'clock, we've got coaching call, a handful of students doing their own agencies, and I'm doing a bit of coaching with them, helping them resolve constraints, grow their business, achieve success. Most of the people in that group are doing, I guess, between 10 and 50K a month. And that's kind of the core of that group. So I'll bring you guys in and share anything interesting in that call with you as well. All right, meeting's on 4 minutes late. I'll be grilling someone later. One of my big pet peeves is actually people showing up late for meetings. I think it says a lot more than people think that it says. I think it's very rude to the other people. Like you value whatever you were doing with your time more highly than the time of the people waiting around for you. And that's very rude and disrespectful. And I also think it's just kind of a standards thing. How you do anything is how you do everything. Cook 'em, boys. Alrighty, time for meeting number 2. Just caught up with the sales guys for Scale Smart, just doing a call review for them, doing a little bit of coaching, guidance, and training, led by the sales manager. I'm not good enough at sales to run that meeting, but now I've got a catch up with our new sales guys for our agency. We've got 2 new sales guys, and so it should be the 2 new sales guys plus, in an ideal world, our sales manager, and maybe Jake, you'll be in there. You might have seen some of my other videos. But yeah, we're testing a couple of new offers in the agency, specifically around web design. Some of the AI that's come out around web design is making for some wonderful opportunities in the agency space that we're exploring together. So gonna jump on, do a training session with them. Might be a core review in there, might not be a core review in there. I don't know. Also, something you might notice during these meetings is I'll open up a game. I'll open up realestate.com or car sales or scroll. I'm an ADHDer to the nth degree. I wish I wasn't, but I just cannot concentrate. I can't. It's 8:30 and the meeting hasn't started yet. People are so sloppy with meetings. They're so sloppy with meetings. It's unbelievable to me that people don't show up for meetings on time. Like, it actually viscerally pisses me off. I give out guys a pretty hard time about it too, which, if anything, makes it more disappointing when they're late. But guys, if you want to get into business, if you want to have meetings, if you want to have employees, if you want to have clients, be the sharp operator, be the person that says, oh, the meeting's at 8:30, I'll log on at 8:28, right? I jumped off the last meeting with enough time for me to get onto this Zoom call early so that I could be respectful, so that I could be on time, and they're late to the meeting. Oof. Raise your standards, be better, be the person that says you're going to do something and then doesn't. Don't be late for shit. There's no great reason for it. Let's be real. And for those wondering, no, I cannot afford half of these houses, so I'm not that rich. But doesn't mean I don't like looking at the $7.7 million houses. Yo. What I would do as like a good core review exercise, print it out, Go through it line by line, and literally every single time they ask a question or say something, stop, look at the thing that you said in response, and think, what is a better way I could have answered that? What is a better way I could have phrased that? So the exercise to fix stumbling over your words is knowing what you're going to say. Start writing out all the things that you could say in response to that question or in response to that objection or in response to that thing that they said. And then when that question comes up again, you're not guessing what to say next. You've already thought about what to say in response to this. What are some things I do to build rapport on a sales call? Sincere curiosity is kind of the core of it. It's like just have a normal conversation. When you're having a sincere actual conversation with somebody, someone they can tell. They know that it's a real conversation. But like an easy way to build rapport is like interact with that thing that they said instead of just like hearing them say something, ignoring it and asking your next question like it's an interview. You want to have an actual conversation with them. Alrighty, time for the coaching call. Might be a short attendance. Might only be a couple of people in here today. Often on Mondays, people are busy getting back across their clients, I think. So let's dive in. 9:01. Late. Everyone's late.
Yo, Lucas, what's going on?
Just had some questions. To be honest, they're more like meta questions, but just around like why is personal growth so slow and how to speed it up?
Personal development doesn't need to take a really long time, but it takes a long time. My belief is it takes a long time for someone to be the person that actually wants to make the change. It takes 10 years for someone to decide overnight that they want to quit smoking. It doesn't take 10 years to quit smoking. And it's like, if you just invest that time, money, energy, effort into getting better at the thing that you do all day, you can make 50 grand a month.
Yo, boys, how are you?
Good.
How you doing?
You, bro?
I just have like a problem that I don't know how to fix.
So right now you've got this campaign that you're running for a roofer. You spent about $730. There's only been one lead. They're trying to generate new roof replacements is the core of the campaign. So the first thing that we need to look at is the CPCs.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate it. Have a good day, mate.
Now I've got a meeting with the content team, trying to figure out how we can blow up this YouTube channel. So we've got two content guys, Harry and Cam, both with slightly different skill sets, but they're both animals at what they do. And yeah, I think part of the reason I want to catch up with them today is we are clearly putting a big focus on content right now. You can see I've started posting stuff like this on YouTube. And essentially, I haven't done this before. I haven't done content before. This is very new for me, very interesting to me. And I want to be crowdsourcing from as many different people as I can, what ideas they have, what thoughts they have on how we can best approach social media to blow up our following, to increase the number of inquiries and leads we get for both the agency and for the info products through organic. And essentially, I just want to catch up with these guys and kind of set them a task, set them a little project to help with that effort. So let's let them in and have a chat. Yo.
What's good?
This is what I would like today. And I don't necessarily need you to have answers right this second. But essentially, I'm ramping content, obviously. What I'd like from your creative little wonder brains is I would like your guys' thoughts and ideas of if there was a gun to your mum's head, what would you do to blow up my YouTube channel?
Short form is the biggest way to advertise ever in history. That's how you actually get reach, and then people funnel from that into YouTube.
I want us to play a game. I want you guys to go away and each come up with a plan. Assume I'm spending 1 week in Gold Coast and 1 week in Bali. We want to get as much fucking high quality content as we can that's going to bang views. I want you guys to both come up with a plan for me to be in Bali for 1 week and Gold Coast in 1 week. I'm just testing everything and we can evaluate and do more of whatever's working best. Okie dokie. The day is slipping away, but right now it is 10:52 in the morning. I've just had another couple of meetings. During one of those meetings, we had our first payment for the day, which puts us at 7,297, I think. Just loading up Stripe, so people don't think I'm faking it. Everyone tries to do a fake screenshot or whatever. Yes, we're at $7,297 for the day so far. Revenue, not profit. One of the important aspects of this video is I'm talking about the profit. I want to profit $10,000. We're in this room until we profit $10,000, okay? So we're at $7,297 in revenue so far. In general, we profit somewhere between 30 and 50% on a month-to-month basis, but we're just doing it as a daily exercise. So I'll keep you in the loop on what we're spending during the day-to-day. So far, we've probably spent like $400, nothing crazy so far. But yeah, first we're on the board, which is good to see. We're probably about halfway to the target for the day. I'll keep keeping you in the loop on how we're traveling. Yeah, I'm gonna keep uploading everything of what we're doing during the day so far, but we've just had meetings, and it's 11 a.m. Let's get stuck into whatever is next on my to-do list. All right, so I can't actually record this part of my day. It is currently 11:03, days tracking through. But what I'm currently doing is I'm going through and reconciling accounts and updating spreadsheets. Essentially, one of the things that's really, really critical when you're running a business, any business of any size for what it's worth, but especially when you get big, is that you need to be really, really detailed in your measuring and tracking of every function of the company. How much money did you spend on ads yesterday? How many leads did you get? How contactable were the leads? What's the show rate of the leads? What is the set rate of the leads? What is the sale rate of the lead? What is the no-show rate? What is your average cash collected per sales call? What is your profitability? What are your expenses? Like every single one of these little metrics needs to be tracked on a daily basis for us. And essentially one of my daily tasks is going through all of those numbers, looking for any anomalies, looking for anything that's performing really well, to appreciate and show appreciation for the person running that function of the company, to analyze why it's going well. Is it just an anomaly? Is it something we're doing differently? Is it a test that's going well? On the flip side, looking for red flags. Is something going wrong? Is something broken? Is something functionally not working well in the business right now that we need to put more focus towards? Did we spend too much on ads yesterday? Why did we spend too much on ads yesterday? The close rate's gone down. What's happening with the sales team? Is it just variance, or is someone not performing and we need to review their sales calls, give them more training, give them more support? So right now that's what I'm doing. I can't walk you guys through every single functional number of all of my companies, but that's my task right now, to go through and reconcile accounts, make sure all of our tracking is on point, and look for those positive and negative anomalies for anything that needs attention or appreciation. So that's going to be my next task. Hopefully that won't take more than like an hour or so. Kind of depends on how well everyone else is doing their admin, but in general, people suck at admin, myself included. So yeah, that should probably take us through till maybe 12-ish o'clock today, but we'll see how we go. And yeah, I'll check back in with you guys, hopefully with another sale, as soon as I've finished all these accounts and tracking tasks. Alrighty, it is now 11:55. Finished all my admin, finished reconciling our account stuff. No more sales yet, which is putting us a little bit behind pace for the day. Our afternoons generally generate more cash than our mornings. I don't know why that is. It just is that way. But yeah, something I want to get on here and talk about a little bit is one of the reasons that I'm cataloging this and showing this to you is one of the biggest things that I think holds early stage entrepreneurs back from achieving what they're capable of achieving is limiting belief. A lot of people feel like certain amounts of money are enormous amounts of money, unattainable amounts of money, unrealistic amounts of money. And I definitely used to have those feelings too. And I think that if you aren't able to reframe your beliefs around money, it remains really hard to capture. I take it back. We just got another sale. 5797. So what does that put us at for the day? Bang. That puts us at $13,100 for the day so far. Not quite 10K profit, I don't think. We'll probably need one more sale to break 10K profit for the day. But we're on track. It's the middle of the day and we've done over $13,000 in revenue. What was I saying? Limiting beliefs. I think that it's something that holds a lot of people back because they don't feel like they can charge high prices for things. They feel like they need to be cheap. They feel like things are unrealistic or unattainable. And while you carry those beliefs, it is limiting your ability to attain really, really big numbers. And I really firmly believe that. Something that I often experience with early stage salespeople in both info products and in our agency is a lot of earlier stage salespeople struggle to say big numbers at the end of a sales call because they like choke up around that number because it feels like such a big number. They wouldn't spend that number. That number seems like all the money in the world. And that comes across during the sales process. One of the big reasons we're doing this is to show you that these numbers are attainable. These numbers are realistic. It's not a 12-month goal to hit $10,000 a month. Like $10,000 can be hit before lunchtime. It's 11:58. It's not even midday yet, and we've done over $10,000 of revenue today. Realistically, if you blend it over the month, we're probably at somewhere around, I don't know, $4,000 or $5,000 profit today. But in terms of actual daily spend, we're probably not that far off 10K profit. And yeah, I think I'm not trying to do this as a braggy video. I'm more trying to do it as a belief breaker for those that feel like $10,000 is a crazy number, an unattainable number, a lifelong goal, an aspiration to hit those kinds of numbers. It can be hit before lunch. It really can be hit before lunch. Speaking of lunch, let's go have some lunch. I actually have a bit of a system and a process for my lunches. Let me walk you through it. I'm trying to get in shape at the moment, so I have to hit my protein macros, but I'm also very time poor, right? I'm busy. I've just had back-to-back meetings and nothing but work all day. So what do I do for lunch? Great question. These pre-packaged microwave meals are the hack. They take 3 minutes to make, and you might be thinking, oh, but they don't fill me up. They're not that good for you, whatever. This is the hack, okay? But that's not all. The other half of this process, you just go to the deli and you get shitloads of protein. You get pre-cooked chicken and you just pile chicken into your pre-made meal. Then you're hitting your protein goals and still having lunch in like 2 minutes. Instead of these people, they're like, oh, it's lunchtime. Do I need to go down to the shops? Do I need to whatever? People manage to find a way to waste so much time during the day. And like one day we'll just have a private chef down here cooking up for me 3 times a day. We're not there yet, but for now, 3-minute pre-made meals, pre-cooked chicken from the deli, lunch, done. I will say, when you do this though, there's a tax. Sit. Now, I'm not one of these hyper-optimized guys that is in monk mode. So while I have my lunch, I'm going to be watching Daniel Dalen's new vlog. And now, if you guys don't know who Daniel Dalen is, check out his YouTube. It's sick. I don't know how much there is to learn from it, but it's aesthetic business content and I like it. So while I have my lunch and my sparkling water, I'm going to enjoy a new Daniel Dalen video, and then we'll get stuck back into work and hopefully keep clocking up these sales so we can hit our $10,000 profit mark in the very nearby future. I don't know. Watching some Daniel Dalen, and we got a Stripe payment of $12. Which you might think, Lucas, the last 2 sales were like so huge. Why are you doing $12 payments? We have a lot of businesses. Not all of our transactions are $5, $6, $8, $10,000. Some of them are $12. You can really sell a lot of things at a lot of different price points. I'm not someone who's like, you can only have one business. You can only have one way of making money. We monetize a lot of different things in a lot of different ways. So yes, there are $12 payments that come through. It all adds up. $12 paid for that lunch. So who am I to complain about $12? We got a few different business interests. Don't think there is only one way. There are many ways to make a lot of money, including low ticket stuff. So I'm waiting for somebody in a meeting. Yes, I'm waiting for another person in a meeting, but I have another sale and a different merchant. So that is focused. Say another $2,162.30. It was a $2,200 payment less Stripe fees. Another $2,200. Another one about businesses. I don't know what that was as. For a day it was like $7,200, $5,900. That was like $13,000 plus the $12. So now we're about like $15,000 for the day, maybe a bit more. We're getting there. We're getting towards that 10K profit mark for the day. And right now it is 12:52 p.m. So we're getting there, just chipping away. Alrighty, it is now 12:49. Days getting away from us, but I have another meeting. This one is with Jake, my mentee. Essentially, he has worked on and built out a new campaign for one of his clients. And I'm essentially jumping on with him, running through that campaign together, giving him some feedback, giving him some advice, seeing how he's gone about building and seeing if I can help him get his client better results. Because if client gets better results, they stick around longer. So doing a bit of a coaching call with him now. Hola, hombre.
Hola, pendejo.
What parts of this do you think are important to this campaign doing well? There's one more. There's one critical part. There's one part of YouTube ads that is actually interesting and difficult to get right.
Audience signals?
Audiences. The approximate rate that you want to be charging a client is about $200 an hour. 200 to $250 an hour is roughly how you should like rate an hourly of agency services. So if you spend 8 hours on it, you should be charging it at about $2,000. So essentially what you want is a website that has some domain authority, that gets organic traffic, and you want the link to be in an article or on a page where it is one of the only. It doesn't have to be the only, but you don't want to have like more than 3 or 4 different backlinks coming from that page. Essentially, the website kind of operates like, you know how we're talking about YouTube, where it's like, if the content is not good, even with the perfect packaging, you allow it to hit its natural ceiling, but without good packaging, you're not going to allow it to maximize what the video is capable of doing. Kind of like that with this. It's like the backlinks going to a mediocre page. The mediocre page is simply like lowering the ceiling of what is possible to happen with this website. Okay, we just got off another meeting and bang. There's another $2,897 in revenue. So that puts us at $16,000, $17,000, $18,000 and change. $18,174 in revenue so far today, which is easily 10K profit, which is fucking fantastic. Let's see what we can hit today. Maybe we can hit 30 or 40K today. It's 1:30 p.m., so there's still plenty of day left. Let's try and have a massive fucking day. I don't know. Okie dokie. Today has evaporated in meetings, I'm afraid. That being said, we have a few more Stripe notifications in here. So we got $2,000 on that merchant. We've had another $6,000 in manual transactions. So some people pay invoices instead of, paying by card into our merchant. In this Stripe account for the day, we're now at 18,200. So we've got 18,200 plus 2,200 plus 6K. So that puts us at $26,400 for the day at 6:20 p.m. So you guys know I'm not faking this shit. So yeah, we are well and truly surpassed the 10K profit for the day on $26,000 revenue. I'll keep you guys in the loop. But yeah, healthy day. I've got one more meeting now, and then I'm going to do a little bit of deep work where essentially I'm going to be diving into some clients' campaigns. I don't run all of the day-to-day for all of the clients in our agency, but for our higher spending clients, like for the people spending $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a day in our marketing agency, 3 to 4 times a week, I'll log in, look over their campaigns, make sure everything is running smoothly. We've got day-to-day operators that monitor them and run them, but I think it's important that I quality control that and keep a firm grasp on what is happening with those higher spending clients. I'm about to log off for the day. I just had my last manager meeting. We've had a very productive couple of hours. Usual Stripe payments coming through. So we've got the $6,000 manual transfer. We've got the $2,000 in that payment processor. And then in the one I'm logged into on my phone for the day, we are at $30,800. That puts us at 33,000 plus 6,000, 39,000. So we're a little under 40,000 for the day. It is also 8:51 p.m. So I'm about to log off, go have dinner, and then go to bed. So it's a little 12, 13 hour day. This is pretty typical 6 days a week for me, putting these sorts of hours, but it's what's required to put up these sorts of numbers. But these numbers are highly attainable. I am nothing special. I am not a genius. I don't have any special contacts or anything crazy on my side. If I can do it, I promise you guys can too. Hopefully you guys enjoyed coming along for the journey, and hopefully a couple more payments come through before I go to bed. But hopefully you guys enjoyed coming along for this, and challenge accomplished. We've already made $10,000 profit for the month.